got the Nifty, which is starting at about 22,200. We're about 40 points higher on the Sensex and about 5 points higher on the Nifty at this point in time. But I think we can straight away look at what's moving, and I think we should sort of pay attention to what's moving, which is Shriram Finance. I think the stock should come up on your screen without sort of any delay. It's starting about 1.5% higher. So it's not a sort of big reversal as the pre-open initially was indicating, but it is higher nevertheless. Look at Vedanta, which is coming up with about a 2.5% pop. That's the other one that we've been talking about since the morning. Nigel has been highlighting it. You got more names like Mazgaon Dock, which are starting about 4% higher. Straight off the bat, CMS Info is another name that we highlighted with a 4% gain. And there are names like Cochin Shipyard, which are up about 3% or so as well. So it's a pretty vibrant screen which is coming through. And the big reaction, of course, it's not a big reaction stock-wise, but significant news, and the reaction is on your screen. 3% lower on Vodafone Idea. So Indus Tower is the other one, which is down about 1%. These are the two largest volume-traded stocks which are coming through. There was, of course, negative news flow for Patanjali as well, and Patanjali is down about 3.5%, 1570 or so coming through there at this point in time. But 7 points, so it's a quiet start as far as the Nifty is concerned. And I think we've got the Bank Nifty, which is starting in a quietish kind of way, 0.15%. That is about 68 points in the green, guys.
Absolutely. On Patanjali, just worth keeping in mind that is a different company. Though, of course, it has a sentiment impact on the listed entity as well. Same group, yeah. But the court issues are with the entity that produces those medicines. And that's where the statements came in from the Apex Court. Back to the large cap screen, Bharti Airtel is reacting really well. So the commentary coming in from Mr. Mittal himself, that seems to be rubbing off well on the stock. About focusing on the core business, turning into a digital entity, focusing on payments. The market likes the sound of that. Tata Consumer is showing up some green, 0.5% up, Hindalco, but it's getting very, very quiet on the Nifty otherwise. Tata Consumer, HUL, two names from the FMCG space that I can spot. Little bit of a, can't even call it buying. SBI has got a marginal green tinge. Infosys, but it's just, Nifty slips into red because I can't spot any of the winners on the upside. So let's look at the losers. What is pulling the index down this morning? There's some selling in a couple of auto names like M&M and Bajaj Auto. TCS is reversing some of its gain from yesterday. You have Apollo Hospitals, that is the weakest stock on the Nifty, down 1.5%. So again, it's not very clear in terms of trends. Little all over the place, but blinking green and red. Very quiet start. And frankly, quite directionless as we look at the morning.
Well, that's right. A few big volume movers today. BGR Energy, that's coming as one of the top volume movers on the downside. That's down close to around 8% as we speak. Jaiprakash Associates as well is slam dunk. It's down close to around 5%, and I think it's in lower circuit as we speak. India Bulls Real Estate, that's the other stock that has been moving quite well, but today it's one of the top volume buzzers on the downside. On the flip side, let's see stocks that are doing well. CMS Info Systems, well, that one is moving up in style. A lot of big investors coming in there. And now that overhang, I recall a year or so ago, the promoter entity had close to around, 40-45% stake. And gradually that's coming down. And in fact, now the P is totally out. So that's why that stock has bounced up. Kochi Shipyard is another one that's up 3.5%. And Railtel, wow, that one's moving pretty well. Vedanta as well, the market likes what, the management had to say. Delivery is going to be crucial, but for now, the street has given a thumbs up. So, flattish to mildly positive start is what we can see.
No, absolutely. But the market breadth is pretty positive. So let's hope that stays like that. Yesterday, by the way, while the Nifty did well, the mid and the small cap indices took it really slow. There was not very much which happened there. We've got 1,300 stocks which are higher, and you've got just about 600 stocks which are lower in trade. Just a few more names before we kind of welcome in our market master today. PB Fintech has had a pretty good week so far. I think it's up about, for the week, PB Fintech is up 13%, including today's 2% odd pop. So this is, just the third day into the week and 13%, not bad at all. Of course, the big move happened on Monday. CDSL is up about 2.5%. A few other names which we have not mentioned, 1960 or so. There is KEC, which is up about 4.5%. It's coming at about 729. KNR Construction is coming with a 2% pop. Chennai Petro. Now these names are, they move big. Chennai Petro is up about 4%. I can't spot MRPL anywhere yet. Torrent Power is up about 2%. 1174 on Torrent Power. And look at something like Dreamfolks. Dreamfolks is up 6%. at this point in time. Gensol Engineering, I mean, that huge outperformer, 4% higher on Gensol at this stage. So this is, I mean, you know, a bit more as far as a color on the broader market gainers list is concerned. And by the way, you know, on the downside, now Union Bank is the top volume-led loser with a 3% knock. It's at about 142 on Union Bank. And Varun Beverages is coming up with pretty sharp volumes. It's down just under 2%, but volumes are picking up on Varun Beverages as well. And Paytm is showing some red after, you know, I think, you know, over the last 4 or 5 days, it's kind of seen green in a significant way. It's bounced 100 odd rupees from the lows. It's starting, I think, about 1.8, 1.9% lower. So maybe a little bit of profit booking here. There is Thermax, which is down 2%. And there is New India Assurance and a few others which are down as well.